Milo was supposed to meet me at Cafe Divine on Stockton and Union at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, November 4th. There I am at Cafe Divine at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, November 4th. Do you see Milo? Let me back up. My name's Ken McGill. I work in this building and I live in this apartment. This is Milo Francis. That photo was taken in Paris in 1996, naturally. This is Milo a few months ago in San Francisco. Starting to get the picture? I used to wait tables with Milo at this restaurant. Milo still works there. I work here, but you already know that. I had given Milo one of my short stories to edit, and we were meeting to discuss it. My plan was to then rework the story based on Milo's feedback and enter it in a contest sponsored by my favorite short fiction magazine. With my deadline looming, I needed an editor I could trust. Milo had been a lit major. He was a well-read guy with a good sense of story. I knew he wouldn't let me get away with anything. That's what I needed, someone to level with me, keep me on the right track. For example, I was worried about whether my protagonist, a manipulative liar, was likable enough. I had suggested Cafe Divine because it's 2 blocks from Milo's place. Figured I'd make it easy on the guy since he was doing me a favor. After missing the 1 California, I grabbed the 38 Geary to Powell, hopped on a cable car, and walked down the hill to the cafe.
At about 10 after, I started to wonder about Ken. I'd arrived at Cafe Greco a half an hour early to get some coffee and read. And yes, he had said Cafe Greco, not Cafe Divine. As I made a few final notes on his story, I began to wonder if Ken was standing me up. Maybe he got cold feet. By the way, my name is Milo Francis, and there are some things you should know. First of all, that's not Ken's apartment way out in the avenues. He does work there, as far as I know, but that is not his apartment. This is his apartment. So who was he making it easy on? Just take a look at his shirt on the bus, on the cable car, walk down the hill. Now look at him at the cafe. The big ride across town screams dedicated. I get that. It just doesn't ring true. And that's supposed to be morning? Look at the light. Late afternoon, clearly. And since when does the 38 Geary go down Washington?
I know what you're thinking. Why didn't they call each other? Well, stop the presses. Milo has no cell phone. This is to go along with his no computer and his no TV. All very bohemian, all very Milo. I tried him at home. No answer.
Oh, and by the way, that's not even Ken McGill. It's an actor. That's Ken McGill.
Something occurred to me as I sat there waiting. What if my story was a threat to Milo? What if he had been so blown away that he couldn't bring himself to face me? He had shown me some of his poems. I believe the word Azgour appeared in half of them. I think he did an open mic reading at City Lights bookstore once. I'm not going to show you that. You're welcome. I was getting more disappointed by the second. Where was the guy? I'd put a lot of work in on that story, even pulled an all-nighter finishing the draft.
I know something about Ken's all-nighters. Oh, here's one.
I did end up getting the story back from Milo, without apology or explanation. A few days later, there it was. There were no corrections, nothing written with Milo's red pen, except for the 4 words on the face of the envelope.